Day 5 of the Seek Him First Book of Mormon Challenge. So today I want to get into not letting your ego get in the way of your growth. So we're in 1 Nephi chapter 4, and in these verses, Laman and Lemuel, Nephi and Sam are trying to obtain the brass plates, and they've already faced a lot of opposition with threats on their life and the brothers fighting, and it's been really challenging. So their first 2 attempts to get the brass plates were a bust, and then they were told by an angel that they will get the brass plates. So they were given that guarantee, but it still takes faith, and you can see that Nephi is choosing that faith. So when he said he had no idea what he was going to do beforehand, that reminded me of the scripture D&C 84:85. It talks about not knowing what you will do beforehand. You will only know in the very hour. Treasure up the word of life, the Book of Mormon, the scriptures, the Holy Scriptures. That's all we can do to prepare, and there's a lot that we're not going to know beforehand until the very hour we need it. That is faith. That is how we put our faith and trust into God. So the only difference really between Laman and Lemuel and Sam and Nephi was faith. So they were taught the same principles. They had the same parents. The only difference is faith. And we're seeing that in these verses where Nephi says, I did not know what I was going to do beforehand, but he still went. And Laban was delivered into his hands, and he saw that he was drunk, and he did not want to kill him, but the Spirit told him, slay him. And it's hard because it went against how he was normally taught, but he got the prompting a second time, slay him. It's better that one man perish than have a civilization dwindle in unbelief. So he smotes off his head, and they were able to obtain the plates, and they met Zoram, and they were able to have a good interaction with Zoram where Zoram took an oath, and they were able to trust him to move forward with them in the wilderness. So they were able to make a friend out of an interesting situation. But I really just love the faith that Nephi displayed here in order to obtain the brass plates. It was not easy, and it was actually quite terrifying. They were risking their lives multiple times and putting their faith and trust into God.